Hey everybody, really quick before the video starts, I just want to say thank you to the viewers, subscribers, anybody who supports me out there. FeedSpot recently ranked their top 100 Pokemon YouTube channels, and I was ranked as number 64. I am highly honored to be on that list at all, and that is only possible with people who support me such as yourself. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you to FeedSpot for the recognition. Now on with the video. What is going on, Pokemon community? It is Achilles018 here, and today we are of course continuing our run with Shiny Slowpoke, but before we begin, I'd like to thank my patrons. If you're interested in supporting me and getting a shout out on all future videos, please check out the link to my Patreon page in the description below. Thanks for listening, now let's go. Picking up where we left off, we've just beaten Kabu, the fire gym leader, and we're off to explore the deeper parts of the wild area. Before Hop and I get too far, we have a surprise visitor. Kabu himself has trotted after us to give us an official send-off. Nessa and Milo join in as well, and the elemental leaders of grass, water, and fire formally wish us luck for the trials ahead. From here on out, it'll be a difficult journey, especially for Hop. We get a nice sweeping shot of the downward hill away from the walls of Stough and into the lush river valley of the wild area. The quiet and peaceful snowfall is interrupted by the approach of Bead. Bead begins to belittle both of us at first, but quickly shifts his attention to the more vulnerable Hop. Hop fires back at Bead, but does more harm than help, as he unintentionally piggybacks off the successes of his brother and to a lesser extent me. Bead correctly points out that Hop is basically saying he's successful by association and challenges him to a one-on-one battle. Hop aggressively accepts Bead's challenge and the two scuffle off screen, for a battle we unfortunately don't get to see, but it's a battle we'll certainly hear about later. I, however, waste no time, grab my bike, and ride as quickly as I can to Hammerlock Hills to enter the Dragon's Jaw, which is guarded by a gym challenge official who must see the grass, water, and fire badges before allowing any trainer's entry. Suddenly, Bead's back on the scene, and he's clearly happy with himself. Evidently, he has handily defeated Hop, and says that Hop is going to be hanging back for a while licking his wounds. Bead shows the official his badges and gains entry into Hammerlock. Small complaint, but when NPCs walk upstairs like this, it kills the immersion for me. Here we are in Hammerlock, a historic Castellan city, but don't let its exterior fool you. Its centralized location in Galar makes it an important epicenter for energy harvesting, distribution, and renewal. It's that energy production that our dearly awkward President Rose is interested in cultivating and expanding using the wishing stars. Those shiny things that Hop and I got at the beginning of our journey. Oleana walks inside with Bead to key him in on a mission Rose has for him, and Rose decides to show me inside as well. Inside Hammerlock Stadium, Mr. Short Shorts decides to show me how the energy harvesting process works, and it looks like something my daughter watches on YouTube Kids. On the way to the next town, I run into Champion Leon, who asks if I've seen Hop, and I let him know about the tough loss to Bead. Leon suggests I meet with his personal rival, the Dragon Gym leader Raihan. Raihan has a tremendous amount of personality, but is also a bit self-absorbed, always using his Roton phone to text or to take selfies. Raihan points me in the direction of the Vault, a place where important pieces of Galar's history are kept. No surprise, the lore master, Sonia, is already here, and she shares with us the story of the creation of a kingdom within Galar. The most fascinating thing about this story to me is that it explicitly refers to the creation of a kingdom in Galar, not the kingdom of Galar. This leaves some potential doors open to other kingdoms being present within the region. Perhaps these kingdoms will be featured in the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra expansions? Getting back on track, we're continuing our trip to Stough Onside to get our next badge. We get treated to a gorgeous twilight run across Hammerlock's eastern bridge. As if we needed an excuse to fight Team Yell, they are shouting loudly that I can't pass because of this cute Silicobra sleeping, but of course, they still have hearts, and they let an old lady slip on by. About this time, Hop rolls onto the scene. This is where we start to see a dramatic shift in Hop's story arc, and it is also where he really develops as a character. We can tell something is off with Hop here, and rather than start a double battle like we did last time, he basically yields and says that I should fight them without him. We beat the first grunt, and Hop shows his despair even further with his body language. Of course, we beat the other grunt, and Hop begins to show his frustration. We get treated to an intentionally bad angle here, which keeps Hop's face hidden, a terrific visual contrast to Hop's emotions, which are becoming more clear for us to see. He explains that he is feeling guilty for losing to Bead. This feeling is further fueled by Bead, who told Hop that by losing, Hop is dragging Leon's good name through the mud. As mentioned in episode 1 of this series, it's clear that while loving, Hop and Leon's relationship is a distant one, and because of his busy schedule, Leon hasn't properly had the time to have these sorts of conversations with Hop. Hop shouldn't feel responsible at all, but he feels a self-enforced pressure to follow in Leon's footsteps. Ho! Sheesh, lady, give me some space. Opal somehow snuck up on us, gives me her league card, and she's out of there! She's out of there! I'm much faster at walking, so in no time I'm at Stough Onside. But not before I meet the creepiest trainer I have ever seen. Ugh. I exorcise some of his demons and finally make it to Stough Onside. This little oddly named town isn't home to much. Beyond the Pokemon Center and the mediocre market, we can see the town is in a bit of disrepair and is held together by some tin sheets, wood planks, and ties to the past. It's here in Stough Onside that we truly see just how far Hop has fallen. Hop cautiously enters a conversation with me, letting me know that he's been doing a lot of thinking and wants to try something different. Unfortunately, that something different isn't a change in attitude. Hop surprises me completely by using a totally new team, save for Thwacky. The end result of the battle is the same, however, and Hop is visibly beaten emotionally by his failed attempt to get back on track. Hop retreats to see if he can find himself, and geez, lady, you have got to tell me when you're gonna do that. Onward to the fighting gym. Challenge. Okay, I know B is hardcore and whatever, but I mean, wow, is there a waiver I need to sign or something? Hey kid, your parents around? No? That's probably fine. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. This should be considered cheating. How can I fight B like this? Ugh, I'm already nauseous and now I have to smell her bare feet. Alright, let's do this. B is quite possibly the most beloved gym leader in either game, so this is a battle I've been looking forward to from the beginning. B starts out with a Johto Classic Hitmontop. The battle strategy early on is the same as usual, Curse being more a defensive measure against fighting types, which are commonly physical. I get great defenses set up to make Hitmontop's attacks feel like nothing. Hitmontop goes down, as does Pangoro soon after. B's runner is Surfetched, and I alter my approach from previous battles by Dynamaxing before B has a chance to. The temporary speed boost from D-Max allows Slowpoke to attack first, resulting in a one-hit KO and leaving me 2 more turns to take out B's anchor, Machamp. While I'm sure Machamp will use Max Darkness, I know I'll withstand the attack, and Slowpoke's super effective psychic moves should result in a swift knockout. Though that did more damage than I was expecting, it's not enough to change the outcome of the battle, and with a critical hit just for good measure, Machamp goes down for the count. Slow and I win again, and that'll be our 4th badge, putting us at the halfway mark of our gym challenge. I've been out of the gym for 2 seconds, and here comes Sonia again to show me something. Of course, it has to do with Galar history, but this time Bead is involved. Apparently back in Hammerlock when Bead met up with Oleana, he borrowed President Rhodes' Copraja with the intent of destroying this ancient cliffside painting to get the supposed Wishing Star treasure trove behind it. To Bead's surprise, Gym Challenge officials show up with Oleana and Rose in tow. After hearing what Bead plans to do, Rose outright tells Bead that he's disappointed in him, and he revokes his endorsement of Bead, thus ending Bead's gym challenge swiftly and without mercy. Bead is understandably shocked. Not only has his gym challenge run been cut short, but his idol and borderline father figure has turned his back on him. Sonia, look out! After all that, Bead still ended up destroying the mural, but now it has revealed a tremendous clue about Galar's past. It wasn't a hero who helped the 2 youths create Galar, but 2 Pokemon. On the way to the next gym, I passed through Glimwood Tangle. It's the kind of place where your imagination starts to play tricks on you, and you catch yourself thinking, I could have sworn I saw something back there, or what was that noise? When the truth is, the only thing in this twisting tangle of flora is you. To add to this, whether intentionally or not, it's entirely possible and honestly pretty easy to get through the entire area without a single Pokemon encounter or trainer battle, further adding to the sense of isolation that Game Freak masterfully created here. Traveling through this gorgeous fairy tale-esque village, we come upon the fairy-type gym, where Opal is probably waiting just over my shoulder to scare me to death. As it turns out, Opal is looking for a new gym leader to replace her, and oh, I think I walked into the wrong room. Are you guys renovating? The other gyms were much nicer, just saying. So Opal's gym challenge is uniquely a tryout of sorts to see how capable I am to replace her as gym leader, which is a pretty neat concept. Battles are randomly interrupted by questions. If you answer correctly, you get a buff to some of your stats. This is a theme throughout the gym to include the battle against Opal, which is terrific because I don't have any useful moves that are super effective against fairy-type Pokemon because Slowpoke's move pool is trash. Not hot garbage, but definitely trash. Did someone say hot garbage? Opal is awake now and she's ready to rumble. Grandma gives me the look like she's gonna teach me some respect on behalf of her entire generation. Opal leads off with Weezing, whose Galarian form I really enjoy by the way. Opal asks some trick questions during her battle, which add to the difficulty some, but I started to get the feeling throughout this battle that the question asking / buff rewarding system was really designed to make this fight easier, as Fairy type can potentially be a tough type to overcome, mostly from the lack of poison and steel type Pokemon to choose from up to this point in the game. Mawile was a beast to take down. It seemed every time it used Crunch, my defenses fell, and it would frequently use Iron Defense itself, which raised its own defense, so my attacks didn't do as much as in previous battles, and Mawile's attacks kept getting stronger as my defenses fell. Togekiss, by comparison, was a pushover. Just one more Pokemon to go, and Opal's ace in the hole is the sugary sweet Alcremie. Grandma Opal decides to get weird for a second and nearly breaks her back getting Alcremie to Gigantamax. Joke's on you, Opal. Cake is Slowpoke's natural prey. Alcremie's attack doesn't do much, and Slowpoke delivers the one-hit KO. One more down. The fairy badge is ours, but our time with Opal is far from over. Leaving the gym, and who else would be following us? Opal knows I'm headed back to Hammerlock and wants to know if I would like her company along the way. I've got a soft spot for the old eavesdropper, so I agree. After a nice walk, Opal and I part ways, but you know, something tells me it won't be for long.